out to play. Dear Prudence, greet the brand new day. The sun is out, the sky is blue, it's beautiful, and so are you, dear Prudence. Won't you come out to play? Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Mitch, and today we're doing Dear Prudence by the Beatles. So here we have just a truly beautiful fingerstyle song. I just love this period of the Beatles. They were in India during the time that John wrote this song, and Donovan was there. Donovan had a huge influence on the White Album because the Beatles and Donovan were just spending a lot of time playing music together in India with nothing but acoustic guitars. So really the White Album, part of the reason it was a double album is because there was so much writing going on. And when they came back, they had a ton of this kind of folk rock stuff, as well as fingerstyle stuff and kind of getting back to some rock and roll roots or acoustic music, whatever. Of course, way back when the Beatles were the quarrymen with, some acoustic guitars, right? So we have some of these great songs, right? Julia, Blackbird, etc. A lot of fingerstyle classics. So this is no exception. This is just a beautiful part here. The intro is really nice. And if you want to know about triads, right? Look no further. We literally get all the triads in here. Now we have kind of a line cliche, which is another word for just sort of a descending bass line or a chromatic moving. Doesn't have to be a bass line, but in this case it is. D over C, right? G over B. Actually G major 7 over B. Now G minor. G minor major 7 over B flat, if you could believe it. It's longer to say the chord than it is just to play it here. But basically, it's a beautiful descending bass line is more important than the actual chord names. So the D kind of goes down, kind of comes a G major 7, and the bass keeps moving down. All right, so that's really nice. Then to get us out of there, Lennon plays the flat 7 chord. Been talking about that a little bit lately as a chord that shows up in Mixolydian sort of modality to the 4 chord. All right, really nice. So drop D, of course, flat 7, 4, and then we're back home with our descending bass line. The other thing to break down is here, really nice electric guitar parts, of course. Right? Another historical fact is that Ringo sadly didn't record on this. Ringo had quit the band temporarily during the White Album. There was a lot of sort of bickering and there was some unpleasantness going on. The White Album, that's no secret. And so actually Paul McCartney played drums on this. So a fun fact there. All right, so I think that does it. So there'll be a tab of this in the Patreon, and do check that out. There's a ton of resources out there for you to check out. And I want to send a big thank you to all the patrons there. And other than that, please do subscribe. It really makes a big difference on the channel, and I appreciate all your support. Let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so we're going to cover this song from beginning to end, so you can play the entire song if you'd like. And we're going to end the video with the lead guitar outro. Very nicely produced guitar solo at the end. It works a lot better on electric, although it is possible on acoustic. So I'm going to switch to electric, so stick around if you want a nice, easy, outro solo to learn classic Harrison line. So first, let's cover the entire fingerstyle part from beginning to end. There's a lot of repetition, so once you learn the intro with me here and, a little bit of the verse, you're pretty much set, and you can kind of repeat for the rest of the song. So then it's just kind of sussing out the form and dealing with the bridge. All right. So the song kind of fades in. Back in the USSR is ending and the jet plane sound, and then you kind of have this fading in, okay? So we're going to cover all this first, but I just want to mention the right hand bass pattern is 5th, 4th, 6th, 4th, open. Until later, it's all open for now. So these strings are just going to be open bass strings. Again, 5th, 4th, 6th, 4th, right? Now it's a matter of putting in the fingers for your triad. So, first triad is 12, 10, 12. It's like an A7 kind of thing. And we're going to go first string with the 5th string. And then in between the bass notes here, we go 3rd, 2nd. And the bass keeps going. So 1st, 3rd, 2nd. Slower. See that? Last time. Okay, get that kind of nice and automatic. You can even repeat it for a while, because that's going to be the pattern for every triad. All right, you got that. Now we start on a, well, we pretty much, this is the fade in. Now the song really starts here on this D triad. So that's 11, 10, 10. We repeat the same pattern. Down 2 frets for a C triad over D. Same exact pattern. Now a G triad, that's a 7, 8, 7. Now an A triad, 6, 5, 5. Very nice. Now a C triad, 5, 5, 3. John Lennon teaching us all triads here. Twice. And then into our main riff. Which is, I love this part here. Then he starts singing right away after one time through. So that's the intro. Now the sort of the, you know, the end of the intro is basically the verse progression. Okay, so let's learn that now. After you finish with your C over D, you're gonna land on a D triad here. Now, kind of a weird looking fingering, isn't it? I'm putting my pinky on the 2nd string, not like a normal sort of D fingering. I'm doing this because I want the C over D, sorry, the D over C to be able to be played with the ring finger, that C bass. So I'm going to leave that finger free, and I'm going to do the same pattern, exact same pattern, okay? 1st, 3rd, 2nd. Now I go to a C bass note here, and I just repeat the same pattern. So D over C, D7 over C. Now, that's great. We now do a little acrobatics here. We just came from here, right? We lift the index finger and place it on the B note, the B bass note, and leave everything else the same. So it ends up being 2, 0, 0, 3, 2. Same pattern. This is a G major 7 over B. Technically it's all over a D bass on the low end, but this is sort of the chord shape here over B. Now we go to B flat, and it's a G minor major 7 over B flat. A little bit of a stretch, so that might be the hard part for some of you, is getting that index finger to the 1st fret, right? So the whole phrase would be nice and slow. See that? Dear Prudence, and then we do this 5 times. Let's practice it. Come out to play. That's the 2nd time. Dear Prudence, here's the 3rd time. See the brand new 4th time. Hey, hey. Okay, here comes the 5th time. Picks up the pace. The sky is blue. It's beautiful. All right, now we're gonna do something different here. That was 5 times. Now we start the same 2 bars. Dear Prudence, here's the chorus over C. Now we go to a C chord. At this D over C, we don't go to our normal G over B, we go to a C chord. Same exact pattern, except we don't play the 6th string because we can't get the C over G because it's too far away. So we just do just 5, 4, 5, 4 on the bass. Okay, now a G chord. This kind of G, where you go 5, 5, 4, 3, 3. Or if the pinky's uncomfortable, you really just need, you can can do it like that if you want to release the pinky and have the D string open. Either way, I'm going to do it like this. So that's 5, mute, 5, 4, 3, 3. Same pattern, 6, 4 on the bass. Twice. And then it's back to our interlude. Okay? Then we do another verse. Dear Prudence, so 5 times. After 5 times, just to repeat this, after 5 times, here's the 6th time through this form on the verse. Here's the C. Won't you come out and play? Conversely, if you want to do something different on the G on the G chord after the C, you can do this. First string open, no bar, and just don't pick the first string. Okay, so those are some options there to make it easier if you want. All right, so then second verse and chorus are the same exact thing. Then we have the bridge when he says, look around, round, round. All right, so nice pattern here. It's the same exact pattern, but this time we go to a G triad. Same pattern, up 2 frets to an A triad. Back to a G. Look around, round, round, right? So, how many times? Well, the first time without lyrics, so first time. Now, the lyrics start here and we do it twice. Round, round, so this is the first time. Second time, look around, round, okay? That's how long. Now, we go into these cool chords here. Here's an F chord, right? Just like a bar chord, but because of the drop D, it's 3, mute, 3, 2, 1, 1. Same pattern. Up to an A flat, so up 3 frets. Down 1 fret to a G. Back to the interlude, main riff. Okay, that's the bridge. Third verse. Same, and everything's the same on the third verse until the fourth verse. Now we start strumming. All right, so now the fourth verse you start strumming, and it's going to be the same exact chords. And I'm going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, down. Right? Or some variation of that, doesn't really matter. 4 times. A little bit of a form change here. After 4 times, imagine that was the 4th time, we start strumming half time, meaning each bar lasts twice as long. Da, da, da. 4 times. Da, da, da. Each chord. It's beautiful. Good. And so are you back to the regular pattern. This time C, G, and then you're done with that verse. Now we go into a waiting pattern for 2 bars. Okay? That takes us into, that was just D for 2 bars. Now we do the outro, which is really nice here. We go all the way up to 14, 12, 14. So it's just like the intro, identical to the intro, except 1 bar added here. Might have been a fade in that never made the cut but was recorded initially. So that's 14, 12, 14. Same pattern as the intro. Down 2 frets to the, everything's like the intro now. G, A, C for 2 bars, and end on a D. So that's that. Let's go ahead and switch over to the electric and let's cover that outro solo. All right, so we've got this really great outro solo, outro lead line here. Let me play it first. Right. It's 4 times. Last time. All right, so let's learn this. So it's gonna be 7th fret, 2nd string, and then a half note bend. Okay. like that, then 10, and then full note bend, and then back to 7 third string. So it's like that. Now 10 on the first string, and then full note pre-bend, unbend, and then 10. So it's like whoops. Okay, you notice that when we repeat, we skip the 7, okay, because we're holding the 10. So 4 times of that. That's once, and then you do it again. Right? After 4 times, that's when the strumming slows down to half time, and you're going to go a little bit differently here. You're going to go so that's just half note bend, 10, 10. Then it starts going up the pentatonic scale. So that's 11, third string, 10 to 12, hammer on, second string, 10, 14, first string. All right, now it goes up the pentatonic scale. So that's 10, 10, 12, hammer on, 14, 17. Last notes are going to be, so that's 15, 17 and 19, hammer on, 17, 22, highest note here. So you can see why it'd be hard on acoustic. You can also slide it. So the whole thing from when it starts going up that scale would be 3, 4. So sorry. Okay. So that's the lead part. Really, really nice. And try that out with a friend or along with the song or with a looper. So that's it. I hope you enjoy playing this song. It's a beautiful one, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.